Hi, my name is Nishant, and I'm the trainer here. And I'm going to continue with the discussion upon the SAS codes that we were talking about. We started the discussion, we started the program over here. Now, with this video, I'm going to showcase, I'm going to tell you how the arithmetic operators works when it comes to the SAS program. So we will get the understanding of how the within the arithmetic operators, again, you've got different gamuts. You've got addition, you've got multiplication, you've got division, exponential values, and you also have got uh, the percentage value as well. So I'm going to showcase all of that for you over here one by one. Now I'm going to import the SAS code on the SAS interface, and I'm going to explain that code as well to you, how that code looks like, what all the functions that particular code is going to imply for. So let me just import this code. I've got this here. Now let me just explain you the all sort of segments that I'm going to showcase over here today in this video for the arithmetic operators. Now in here I'm going to showcase how the addition works when it comes to the arithmetic operators. We'll talk about addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the exponential value as a whole. So these are the five types of arithmetic operators that I'm going to talk about here today. Now to start with, let me just explain you how this code looks like. So I have defined this data as to be my data 1. That's what I've defined this data as to be like. Now with that, I've given the input value input at 1. At 1 is nothing but column 1. Now we're going to create columns over here. So from column 1 we'll have two columns, column 1 and column 2. And the length of this column is going to be in total would be the 7. So in that way you will get the serial number as well. So the column number will have figure which is 4.2, and column number 2 would have the figure called figure with the value of 3.1. So these are the two values that we're going to work on. Now with these two respective values, we'll look into the addition result, we'll look into the subtraction result, and we'll look into the multiplication, division, and exponential results as well. Now let me tell you what exponential result is all about. Now the exponential result is nothing but the square value that we talk about. So it gives you the square root, the exponential value as a whole, for the data set that we have got. Now with that, I've got the data lines as well to showcase. Now with this data line, I've got 11.21, 5.3, 3.11, and 11 has to be as a whole is going to be the data line. So now let me run this code and showcase you. Now it will be even more easy for you to get the understanding what I'm talking about. Now finally, once this code runs, it will also follow the proc print, the print procedure to get the final output of this data. So let's just run this code now and see what happens. Now we've got the understanding of what we're going to do with this code here. We're going to do the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and ultimately the exponential value. And we are considering column 1 along with the column 2. We've given the column 1 value as to be 4.2, and the column 1 is 4.2, and column 2 is going to be 3.2 is what we have given here. So I'm going to run this code now. I hit on run, and now the moment I hit on run, you can see I've got column 1, column 2. We've got the values over here, and then we've got finally we've got the results as well. Now let's get back to the code and get the understanding of what we've actually referred to. So now column 1 is 11.2, column 2 is 5.3. Likewise, we've got the second serial of number, we've got 3.11, and then we've got 1.1. Now if I just go back to the code and refer to the data lines, you can see I've got that data line over here specified 11.21 and 5.3. Let's get back to the result. So 11.2 and 5.3 you can see is falling into the first column 1 and column 2 into the first observation, and the second observation that we entered over here was to be for 3.11, and then this was something which is 0.11. That's what we have considered it to be like. So now that's how we've got the result. So with column 1 and column 2, when we have specified the AND result is given, this is the addition result, then we've got the subtraction, we've got the multiplication, we've got the division, and finally we've got the exponential value as well. So you can see over here, this is the exponential result also. So this is how so simple, we're working on SAS when it comes to the arithmetic operators. Now what I've done here is just to just to narrow down all of these operators at one place. I have I've concluded all of that together. I've done the addition here, I've done subtraction, multiplication, division, and the exponential value has to be whole over here. Now in the real world situation, what you can do is, instead of getting it all together at one place, you can try with different sort of examples, different sort of data sets that you've got. And again, now this is something very useful when it comes to the aggregation of the data, when it comes to the into the cleaning process, you can say, or rather preparing your data as a whole for the purpose of the analysis. That's when all of these arithmetic operators comes into the picture. You use the addition, you use the subtraction, you use the multiplication, you use the division, and so you use the exponential value as well, depending upon the time, depending upon the need of the data, and so on. So now if you want to check the output as well, like we have done in the previous videos, if you click here, you will get the exact value as an output over here with column 1, column 2, add result, and this is going to be a little long, so you can scroll it on the right hand side and you can see all of those values mentioned over here. So this is more likely you can say the user interface benefit, the IDE environment that we are using for SAS over here. Now so this is how you can perform all the arithmetic operators in that one go. Now if you just get back to the results, you can check the results all over again. You've got the observations, number of observations, and then finally you've got the output as well, where we've considered column 1, we've given the values, we've considered column 2, we've given the values to them, and then finally we've got the results in form of the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and exponential. Referring to the code once again before we conclude this video, it's nothing but that we have just given the input at 1, column 1, 4.2, at column 7. So you can see we are specifying nothing but the length of the entire row, as we have got 5 of the functions over here, and then the given values to be in that 1 column and 2 columns. That's why we've given this whole length has to be at 1 and then 7 over here, and considering those rows as well. So 4:2, and then again 3:1 is what we've specified. Then we've given the command for addition of the result, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponential values, and then finally we have specified the data lines as well, the data lines that we're going to enter in column 1 and respectively column 2, which is 11.21, 5.3, 3.11, and then 0.11 is all about the data lines that we have got. So this is all about the arithmetic operators within SAS that you use to perform all those multiplication, subtraction, addition, division, and so on, whatever is needed based on the kind of work that you're doing, and so on. So thank you for listening in to me in this video. Thank you for watching this video as well. I'll come back again with the upcoming videos with a couple of more operators, and the functions within the SAS, and we'll talk about more in detail about this. So thank you once again. Thank you.